What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and welcome back to another Plushshop unboxing. I got a new package from Plushshop, and it's ones that I was waiting for, and I believe I mentioned in the last video that I've been excited to get a hold of. And in particular, these are going to be Ratchet and Rivet from the Ratchet Clank series. Anybody knows Ratchet and Clank, you know how cute these little critters are, and I've actually been excited for it. I'm still playing the older games, but I do have all of them. I have the collection of the games, including the remake that was on the PS4, or re-envisioning, whatever it was. But I'm kind of going back and playing through the older ones, and I started Rift in Time because Rivet really caught my attention, to say the least. So it was a case where I wanted to play the game, I wanted to try it, but I haven't quite gotten too deep into it because I want to finish the other ones first. But I was excited to add these to my collection because I also have a couple other random little Ratchet and Clank things, but one thing I have, and I forget, Stubbins, I think is the brand that makes them. On occasion they make these little goofy, chubby little gamer plushies based on video game characters. And at one point I had gotten, it was probably 2 or 3 years ago now, they are Ratchet and Clank together. You got Ratchet and Clank that magnets to his back, and then Rivet and her little robot that magnets to her back as well. So I have those upstairs in my bedroom, but I like these Meow plushies. You guys know I gave my honest thoughts and things on it in the last video. So we're gonna open these guys up and see what they look like inside. Now the one difference is, you can see, we talked about this last time, they don't always come in boxes and so on and so forth. Sometimes they come in plastic wrapped up, super taped, packaging that, as you can see, there's tape and stuff all over, and you can feel they're the vacuum sealed bricks inside. But this one feels a little bit more puffy, like a little bit looser, whereas this one's really sealed in there. But nonetheless, I'm excited to open it. Let's go ahead and do so. I got my little knife here. We're gonna carefully find a spot that I can cut into this and get some of this removed and open without popping the vacuum seal yet. Now, as I said, these aren't the only ones I'm waiting for. I do have a pre-order out there for Legoshi from Beastars, as well as Demon Charlie from Has Been Hotel. She will be coming soon as well, and I'm excited for those. So I should be getting some bonuses with those ones because I ordered those while they were live one time, and I reported my order number, and I got to pick a little plushie, a little mini plush of like a Genshin Impact. It was more of like a cat, actual cat looking, as opposed to completely looking like the character. But there was another thing, like a promotion when I ordered these on their website, where if you spent so much, you got like a free bonus mystery box or something, potentially with some mini plushies and things in it. So I'm excited to see what that's gonna be like, and I'm assuming all that will come with the remainder of the order. But there we go. We've got Ratchet up first, and Rivet is the one that is a little bit poofy and not quite completely vacuum sealed, so maybe she popped at some point or something, but it don't matter to me. As long as she's here and in good shape, that's all that matters. And we've got Rivet here too. So let's set her down. Let's go ahead and get Ratchet opened up. Now again, you can see Plushshop branded, vacuum sealing right there. Nothing too crazy. Poof. And poof. There he is. Let's fix his ears up here. I got those big Lombax ears. Poof, poof, poof. Gotta get him puffed up. Give him a little bit of fluff and get those ears fluffed up a little bit. They're floppy. I love them. Look how adorable he is. That is cute. Little decoration there, and it moves. It rotates. Oh, it's got a stretchy piece of elastic on it. That's cool. And look, there's his tail. Really nice, really fluffy. Nice color scheme. which is pretty cool. Very neat, very detailed, and you've got the embroidery again, embroidered eyes, mouth and nose, adorable big cartoony eyebrows, little straps coming down for his little hat, helmet, whatever that is that he wears. But very cute. You even got the embroidered stripes going across his legs. That's really cool. Nice. And even the decoration, like I said, it has an elastic band going around the back, but it's all embroidered. Everything here is embroidered. So that's nice. It's really, really nice. I like the quality. And he's very fluffy, very soft. And actually, this feels a little bit different. Oh, look. Oh, wow. Okay. So I didn't catch this at first, but now that I feel it a little closer, there is embroidery and stuff. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but there's embroidery and details and things stitched in to the helmet to make it look a little more detailed. That's awesome. And as usual, the paws have the embroidered paw print and stuff on every single one. So we have that in. No popped stitches or anything. Everything looks great. Overall, very cute, very good quality embroidery on the ears. Well, they probably could have done something to stiffen the ears up like they do the other ones, and you can feel that, you know, they're just thinner, flatter, but they still look adorable. And you can stick them up, you can puff them up if you wanted to, I guess. But overall, I'm not too concerned with that. That's probably the only negative for this guy that I could think of. Now, I'm sure there's, you know, if there's anything detail-wise that's different, that people will point that out like they do in the comments and stuff for the Plushshop videos all the time, especially when you got one that really needs some updating, and that's when they end up doing some changes and so on and so forth. And I do know that there are some details that were changed, or not changed, but pointed out about Rivet that was a little bit different, that I guess people hoped for, but I don't think they actually went through with in the end, making these adjustments, making these changes. But it's no big deal to me because of the fact that this is, you know, I guess you could say in some way it's a reimagining of the character, creating them as this cat form. So they're not going to do all the details perfectly to match identical to the character, but it still is something that, you know, you want to see it as close as possible. And a lot of times they will try to get as close as possible, but there's no guarantee. There are times that things stray a little bit. So let's go ahead and open Rivet now. Let's get her torn open here. Poof. And again, super fluffy tail. Get her puffed up, fluffed up. Oh God, she's so cute. Love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. My Octavia is going to be mad, as I swear my Octavia is alive. I have stories already of things that have happened with that plushie. She has to be like up my butt practically. I know that sounds weird. I know that sounds goofy, but I have my Octavia where a couple times I've had her, like she was sitting on the couch out here the one day, and you know how you sit on something and you go to move and, you know, displacement and stuff, things will move with you and whatnot. I thought that happened. I thought, you know, maybe my wife was watching it and she was like, something's weird about how that just flopped towards you. Cause I got up to move just a little bit, but I didn't move the whole couch. She saw, and she's like watching, she's like, whoa. I don't know. It's really hard to explain what happened, but it's a case where, you know, it just kind of gives the plushie a little bit of life, even though we know it was just displacement, but it just feels like she was freaking alive and moving on me and trying to follow me as I moved on the couch. It was like, oh my God. But there's times that just she was flopping around there, sitting next to me or sitting on the couch or whatever, and it's like, oh my God, stop. I'm weird, I know, whatever. But all right, we've got Rivet all fluffed up. Look how cute she is. Now her ears stay up a little bit more, but not quite. They're still the thin floppy. But she's got her little goggles on there. She's got the little tuft of hair on here, which looks adorable. All the details embroidered again, the face, the little kitty mouth, you got the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows, we've got the stripes and things on the ears, all that, which is really, really nicely done. Stripes on the legs, the embroidered paw prints, again, fluffy tail. Now her decoration is embroidered and stuff there too, but this actually feels to be, it's Velcro. So this little scarf can be removed. I'm gonna put it back on though. There we go. So that is back on here. Now, one of the things that I said that people pointed out that they kind of wish that they would have done with her was she has like a mechanical arm in the game. So they thought, you know, oh, maybe they could have actually replaced that and you know, put that on, made it look like it, but they didn't do that detail. They made her, you know, four normal paws, cat-like paws and all that. But yeah, still, overall, look how adorable she is. I love these little guys. I love these little plushies. I love these little characters. Overall, 2 more really nicely done, really cool Meow plushies that I'm excited to have. But I can't wait for the others. I cannot wait for the others. And they've got even more cool ones that are out recently that I'd love to get a hold of. They just recently put out Eren and Mikasa from Attack on Titan. They had Levi a little bit before, but they've also done some stuff now like the little guards, the little shape guards from Squid Game. They're doing those now. Who else was there? They just announced Shadow the Hedgehog today, the day that I got this. That was announced on their social media. So Shadow the Hedgehog is coming. So possibly more Sonic stuff in the future, which would be really cool. My youngest loves Sonic, so he's gonna want that one. They had not long ago announced, and it's available now, I believe, Young Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. He actually has the glasses as a attachment as opposed to the blindfold. And there's a few other really neat ones. Louis from Beastars was also added to that collection. He was the first additional one after Legoshi. So I'm still kind of holding out hope for Haru. I think Haru would be really cool to have. But we'll see what other characters and cool stuff that they come out with. There's other Genshin Impact ones that were also recently announced and released. And there's just a couple some other franchises and stuff that I'm not familiar with that they recently added some characters to. So either way, super cool. And I'm really excited for what else is to come with them. We'll see. And if you haven't seen my first video, make sure to go check it out where I opened up Octavia from Hell of a Boss, and I talked about the potential controversies and things with the company already. I went over that stuff, so if you're wondering about that and you want to know in the comments or something, just like I said, go check out the other video. We already talked about those, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what other characters and things come in the future. That being said, that's it for this one. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to hang out here on the channel and to watch these videos with me. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you all. If you want to, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That's going to help me to continue to grow and bring you more unboxings and other cool content here on the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. That's it for this one, and we will see you next time.